dictator, and they accuse him of seeking independence for Tibet, a charge the Dalai Lama denies, saying he only wants an improved life for his people.
Within the people of China, we try to find mutually agreeable solution. That means meaningful autonomy.
China has warned Canada not to get involved in domestic Chinese affairs, but Ottawa points out the Dalai Lama is an honorary citizen of Canada and a man worth talking to.
Our government has a strong belief that we can balance trade with our support for universal values like freedom, democracy, human rights, and the rule of law. And the Dalai Lama certainly, represents those values to many people in the world.
But experts say the government should tread carefully during this visit. China is an emerging economic powerhouse.
The Chinese government denying there is problem about Tibet. Problem is only Dalai Lama. So that's the problem. That's the real sort of problem, obstacle. Whether Chinese government admit or not, there is sort of problem, there is issue. The 6 million Tibetan, like many other sort of minorities, they're full of resentment. So therefore, the Chinese government is compelled to station large number of soldiers in Tibet. And every single Tibetan, the Chinese eyes, they cannot trust. That kind of situation now. This is a problem. Although physical controlled by Chinese force, but mind never. Now after nearly 60 years, they completely failed the change of Tibetan mind. So this is the potential of problem, crisis. So that must sort of accept that reality. The one Deng Xiaoping is stated, the seeking truth from fact. It is marvelous. It is a very logical and scientific way thinking. So the seeking truth from genuine fact. Now, in many cases, you see, they create false fact, and then suppose this is seeking truth from that. It's self-deceiving. So the Chinese government, I think the world, should remind China this situation is not at all sort of stable or normalcy. Therefore, the complete normalcy about Tibet on the basis of mutual trust, mutual respect between Han Chinese or Chinese government and Tibetan, then not only bring happiness or satisfaction among 6 million Tibetan people, but also the relation between India and China can develop genuine friendship on the basis of mutual trust.
Well, Your Holiness, on that note, I want to thank you for doing the interview, and I hope that you will soon return to your homeland.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I very much appreciate the including sort of government officials or the parliamentarians, and even the ordinary sort of people in the street, the spontaneous sort of expression of warm feeling. I very much touched.
All right.
The other day, yesterday, when I entered the Parliament House, there's one old lady jumped at me and kissed here. So I think this spontaneous sort of bit emotional sort of feeling of friendship, I really appreciate that.
Great. Well, thank you, Your Holiness.
Stay with us. There's much more news to come here on CTV Newsnet.
And an increasingly important trading partner for Canada.
Canada-China relations is somehow cool, if not the lowest point since 1970.
Yes. Thank you, thank you.
Not that is much concern here amongst the Dalai Lama's many admirers, where talk of peace and freedom easily outweigh concerns over frosty political and trade relations. Rosemary Barton, CBC News, Ottawa.
Well, thank you, Your Holiness. Well, thank you, Your Holiness. Well, thank you, Your Holiness.